I've got to say, this is a nice lineup of Car Trek cars, gentlemen.
It is very nice, and it's the first time we didn't cheat. Not a one of us. But Tesla's kind of make it easy because they're supposed to be $35,000 cars, but that happened for like a day. So really, the bottom is 45 grand. We are all well under that. So pat on the back.
Well done, gents. Excellent job. Now, Tyler, how much better is that than your Gen 1 Viper?
Like 1,000 times. The seat's actually comfortable. I have a lot of features that I didn't have in the first Viper. It's starting to overheat. No ABS, no traction control. I had to fix a head gasket, put this roof on it so I could actually fit in it. But it's still kind of scary. No traction control, nothing to stop me from doing something stupid in this, unlike your cars.
Yeah, Freddy, I feel like you are a bit at risk in this series.
The only thing I'm at risk of is winning this entire thing because my car has more power to weight than either of your cars, and it actually has nothing on the Carfax, nothing on the vehicle's history that would make it a liability, unlike your two cars. And it has an LS, which is one of the most reliable, if not the most reliable engines ever made.
Except you built it, and they get 30 miles to the gallon. It is not a gas guzzler, so you're pretty much DQ'd from the start.
They don't get 30 miles to the gallon, and it's a 7-liter V8.
Oh, that's cute. I got 8.3.
I've just got 6 liters, but I have 2 turbochargers to help the cause.
But at least this one's running a lot better than your last car. I can't really keep up, to be honest.
It is. I've got a secondary EVAP code popping a check engine light and a little bit of a noise from a back left wheel bearing, but overall, for the age and mileage, it is strong.
170,000 miles, that's impressive because they are, well, not known for their reliability. Mine's only 23,000 miles, but these things are pretty much invincible.
Yours is also 23,000 miles because at some point there was a huge accident.
It was a minor accident. It's probably just a front nose respray. He was able to drive it home from the accident. And Freddy, you've got the only LS in existence that is known for grenading. They would drop a valve and all kinds of bad things would happen.
Actually, that is true, but I have rebuilt the heads. I put in a new cam. I have a new clutch in here. I have new brakes, new tires. This thing is as new as it can be, and it drives fantastically.
There was an alarming number of eyes in that soliloquy.
And it's a Ferrari ripoff. I mean, it's really uninspired, the styling, to be honest.
It's iconic.
Last night, with our epic challenge at Atlanta Motor Speedway, thanks to Auto Tempest, we had burned well past the midnight oil and all of the gasoline, even that in the cans that Tyler had sucked it into. And we learned the hard way that the trackside gas pumps were promptly shut off at midnight. So while we were able to leave the facility, we were unable to do so in our cars. The next morning we returned, got fuel, and made a pit stop at my house to freshen up for today's grand adventure to yet another iconic Atlanta automotive playground. Oh, that is step.
Oh, yeah.
That nice blouse is there. Did y'all coordinate?
Elevation here? Or?
You okay? Yeah. Well, no one told us we had to dress alike today, but the ticket clinic did tell us to come to Caffeine and Octane Raceplex. This used to be Lanier Raceplex, and it's across the street from legendary Road Atlanta. But today we've got a full automotive playground to experience what we're told will be a series of challenges from the ticket clinic. Now, when you're out driving some gas-guzzling supercar, there is a risk that the police might take issue with it. And when that happens, the best people to help you with it are the ticket clinic. They can help you fight a ticket no matter where you get it, because when you get a ticket, you're facing points on your license, risks of suspension, costly fines, even jail time. So you need to use the ticket clinic to help with any ticket you get.
So this is the perfect place to do that because, well, we won't get pulled over on a racetrack. And the Ticket Clinic gave us 2 challenges. The first one is to recreate our favorite movie that used lots and lots of gasoline, and I have the perfect choice, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
and the
that's gonna work
second
out
one,
well for
to
him.
drift, do an incredible drift with our cars and get a perfect Instagram photo.
Can you drift in your car?
No, so I got to do some Googling and some button pressing and see if we can make that possible.
Your car is actually going to break.
Freddie and Tyler said they needed a few minutes to get into character. Amateurs. I'm more of a method actor, you might say.
It's time for the final sacrifice! Witness me!
It's feeling so good right now. Feeling so good right now. Yeah, yeah. It's feeling so good right now. Don't ever, ever, ever wanna calm down. No, no, no. Yeah, It's feeling so good right now. Feeling so good right now. Don't ever, ever wanna calm down. No, no, no.
So our next challenge is to create a beautiful photo of our car sliding. So all we're getting there is a tremendous amount of understeer, very lightly sliding out, and then we just plow totally around. And honestly, it sounds like the power steering's about to explode. So it does not like doing that at all. It does have a way for you to turn the traction control off, but but it retains its stability control and its torque vectoring, and quite honestly, it just understeer, understeer, understeer. At a ton of speed, you can slide a little bit, but as soon as you correct, obviously it's right back in. So achieving the ideal sliding photo isn't going to happen here. But of course, the instructions did not say that we have to slide around on this track. We have to do it at the track. We are at a place that has over 60 acres of amazing amenities and opportunities to do something much, much cooler. I've got an idea. I shouldn't have any trouble at all overcoming the stability control right here. Here, we can have all the fun we would want. And we did. That should give me the shot. Now, how often do you get to see a Bentley sliding around in the dirt? So my image was posted, and now it was Tyler's turn. Understandably, given the reputation of his Viper, losing traction was never going to be an issue. Not hitting the cement barriers was going to be a problem.
Well, Ed obviously can't drift with his all-wheel drive car, but the Viper is not the best suited for this either in stock form, especially in the wet, because it breaks loose sort of unpredictably. And same when it gets traction back, it just gets right back into the traction, kind of whips you around. So it's not very elegant in that. I'm not sure in the wet if I can do it. So, here we go. All right, and she just spins. Come on, how about control that? And it just spins again. I can't, I mean, there's no point in me keeping my hands on the steering wheel, because all it's going to do is spin. I can't do anything. Come on. All right. Control yourself. Control yourself. Control yourself. Okay. Come on. All right. There we go. Whoa! See, it whips back in the traction so hard. Come on, car. I might have got one brief drift in there for about 5 seconds, but in the wet, this is just extremely difficult. Oh well, Freddy cannot do better.
Okay, so Tyler was all over the place. This car is very good for that. I am less good, but let's see what happens. So we'll just put it in second. And let's do a little... Nope. Second does not want to... Actually, I'm going to put traction control off, and then I'm just going to do a little spinny spin. Oh, this has some torque. What? Now, whenever you want to do something like this, you want to get a bit of wheel speed, and then just clutch kick it. Okay. I just broke my car. Oh, Tyler's going.
Freddy, there's bits of something. Oh, that's metal and oil.
So there was a very loud bang,
I think.
and then nothing.
Okay.
So this car isn't going anywhere.
I am out here and there are bunches of like little circular curly cues of rubber. And then I found something metal like a dipstick, but I don't know what it is. I'm coming over.
That was a loud bang. It was like, dang!
That was a kabooming, yes, sir.
It was.
Well, maybe when you add like 100, 150 horsepower and don't beef up anything else, it blows stuff up.
Okay, listen.
I'm gonna do some reconnaissance.
So I can limp this somewhere, but I can't drive it like anywhere. Did I win the drifting challenge?
You actually did probably do one decent drift, maybe a little better than mine, but you built it better, sir.
Yes. Okay. It still runs. It's not going to run anywhere. I think
sounds broke.
Either the transmission just exploded or an axle broke or something.
You want to take a look and see?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely in the rain. This is what I wanted to do with my day.
So, Freddy blew a half shaft or something on his Z06. He did do a bit of a donut a couple of times.
Left with no choice, I asked Jared for help with loading my broken-legged Corvette onto his trailer. The rain made this ordeal significantly less enjoyable, but I was still optimistic that whatever broke could be fixed quickly at Jared's shop. But that optimism was fading quickly.
Golf clap, Freddy.
Hold on. All right, I got the VIN. I'm gonna post the damage to the VinWiki app here.
Oh.
That's it.
Stop ratting on me.
Doesn't like second gear clutch kicks.
I mean, you have to try really, really hard to blow something up like that in the wet.
It was loud.
You know, this is about me. This is my car. Okay, my car was hurt today. You don't care about my feelings.
Your wheel cap was loose.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think a wizard's poofing in for this one.
No. All right, so
The transmission's back here on the C6. It's got a nice torque tube, and
yeah. So the transmission looks fine, but there's a lot of oil.
A lot of fluid there.
Yeah. So there you go.
well, we had makeup earlier.
We did.
Oh, that's exploded.
Okay. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, the axle just up and has left the building. You're gonna get all that axle juice all over you.
That's not attached to anything at all.
Nope, it's not. That's free of its
One-wheel
shackles there.
drive, you've made it.
How about that?
Yeah, hold on, I got.
Oh,
That's slinging grease.
that was a great idea.
Okay.
Okay, Tyler autographed that. We're gonna put it on eBay.
Nighty-night Corvette. Night-night.
Okay, so I need a new axle,
Yep.
and it is the evening, and I don't think I can get one now.
No, but we have something better for you.
Oh yes, freshly charged.
Oh,
That's perfect.
no.
Yes, you can join us. You will have the chance to acquire the Ticket Clinic services tomorrow, just like us. Perfect. Bedtime.
That car isn't very fun to drive.
Oh, hold
Like
on.
at all.
Hold on. We didn't get your photo for the aftermath of your drifting attempt for the Instagram challenges.
We got photos.
I'm going to take one.
We got photos.
I got it. This is what happens when you try to drift a Corvette.
Nobody's gonna know what that looks like. What is
Perfect.
that?
That's what happens.
There's zero context for that.
Well, good luck with that. Oh, wear a raincoat, Freddie.
You should have built it better. Way better.
What was that noise? Aww.
It looks so sad.
In its natural state, though.
They are the least reliable Corvettes, and Freddy
not true at
built
all.
it.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, big problem.
Well, the Ticket Clinic sent us the results of our Instagram challenge.
Okay.
And my post of the sliding dirty Bentley it only got 1,284 likes.
Yeah, well, I mean, he couldn't slide very well.
Yours of your destruction got 1,575 likes.
Good. Good. So that's better than you.
Better. However, even though it wasn't a sustained slide, this car, amidst spin, got 2,111 likes.
Tyler Weens.
Tyler Weens. The Ticket Clinic also told me that they enjoyed all of our movie reenactments, especially the Cannonball Run thing. However, they said that by a landslide, and I can't say I'm surprised by it, the Zoolander scene was the victor there. Tyler, you really owned the role there. I felt like I was in it.
Yeah, it took a lot out of me.
And those clothes dried off enough. I got to sleep in them. They were very comfortable.
Okay, all right.
However, we didn't expect to end up here, but I didn't expect to see that again so soon. But I know that what that means is that I'm supposed to do this.
I don't know what this means.
You'll have to ask the doctor.
Dr. Doogie Howser?
A wild John Ficarra appears.
Now all is right.
How are you, sir? Great to see you again.
Cannonball thing, right?
That's it. Absolutely, the Cannonball ambulance. Still broken, as is the Corvette. So I presume you're here to appraise one broken car, one fantastic car, and one entirely predictable car. And let us know how well I've done.
I'm here to appraise, but don't get ahead of yourself. I'm also here to see about cost of ownership of your cars, especially in comparison to your foil, the Tesla. Over probably the next decade.
In which time it will be totaled because of its needed battery replacement.
Because it is a mobile phone that you throw away, yes.
That's it.
So, let me see your cars.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you're ready for this.
I'm always ready for your cars.
You're ready for my cars?
I'm always ready.
I don't think you're ready for this one.
Lay it on
because
me.
this is a little bit different from what I usually bring on these car treks.
Yeah, a horrible Italian car that offends me and the entire Italian nation.
I bought something American this time.
Well, actually, I bought it. It wasn't good enough for me, so I sold it to you. You have much lower standards.
Shh. This is a 2006 Chevy Corvette Z06. It has a 7-liter V8, has 505 horsepower from the factory, a dry sump, a 6-speed manual transmission. The transmission is in the back, and it has, I mean, just the best look of any C6.
John, he built it better.
I did.
Oh, and how did you build
Brace
it better?
yourself.
Okay, well,
What did you do to this car?
So these have a problem, an inherent problem where the valves drop, and I fixed that with performance cylinder heads, a performance cam, performance clutch, and some performance tires that are very grippy when you want to do
Which broke something else.
Yeah, so...
Did you brake back better?
Unfortunately, the axle was not performance. That was stock.
And what happened to the axle?
It's now in many pieces.
How exactly did you ruin this perfectly good American automobile?
I am going to do the thing that I do best and blame other people. So I was trying to instill a drift in this car, which is set up for this stuff really well. And I went into second gear and kicked the clutch, and then a very loud bang occurred, and a lot of metal came out the bottom of the car. You want to get a bit of wheel speed, and then clutch kick it. Okay. I just broke my car. So an axle broke, and due to supply chain issues, I can get an axle. It's very cheap, but I'll have it in the next 96 days.
Did it take the transaxle with it when it went?
No.
We don't know that.
No, it's totally fine. These things are stout. It's okay. No.
Okay.
I mean, only slight chance, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unknown.
Unknown. But 55,000 miles, clean Carfax, no accidents. This is original paint-ish. And this color is Le Mans blue. Okay? So it's basically French.
John, it's pronounced lemons. And it blew up after just 55,000 miles. But let me show you something that has survived far longer. In fact, 177,000 miles of fuel-guzzling glory, my 2010 Bentley Continental Super Sport. Not just a Continental GT, not a Grand Tour at all. This is a sports car. It has the seats out of a Bugatti Veyron, carbon ceramic brakes, no extra weight for extra passengers with a back seat. It is incredible, very rare, as I'm sure you'll know. Still with the W12, 621 horsepower, the highest horsepower car they had made up to that point. How does it get any better?
How deep has this been underwater?
Clean title, clean Carfax, clean VinWiki history, just a ton of miles.
Original brakes.
I'm shocked. I really am. I mean, you've got a car that no dead hookers have been in, and you brought something that's actually competent and runs. This is amazing.
That's it.
The color.
They did a special run in this color called Rhodium to celebrate their victory at Pikes Peak in the later generation of the car. I thought it was a perfect color for this car on this challenge.
Baby diarrhea green.
John, you never see this color because nobody wants it. This was the fastest 4-seat car in the world. You take out the back seats, and now it's just a 2-seat car that nobody wants. But over here, I have a 20,000-mile cream puff of a 2003 Dodge Viper.
That somebody took a bite out of at one point.
Yeah.
This is my first salvage title car, but I mean, it's a little hard to find a Viper that didn't have a little accident. But in the Carfax, it says minor damage to the front, vehicle drivable, airbags not deployed. And I mean, look at it. It is so dang nice. I have to show you under the hood here. 8.3 liter V10, 500 horsepower. Look how pristine the engine bay is.
It's a beautiful example of a modern American classic. I'm shocked at this entire episode. These cars are fantastic.
Yes, and something that they don't make anymore. They're still making Z06s, they're still making Bentley Continentals. The Viper is gone. If it comes back, it won't be like this.
All right, well, I want you to give me a few minutes of some alone time with your cars, and I will get back to you.
Enjoy.
What I think.
You need to use a black light on Ed's car.
No emissions, John.
Nocturnal or otherwise.
All right, so we have 20,000 original miles. That looks legit. The bodywork looks really well for a car that's been hit, and most of these have been hit or crashed into things. This really is one of the great future American classics. Limited production, V10, it's got a lot of potential, and the great thing is, it doesn't cost all that much to fix. It's a legitimate, real deal. I think Tyler did a really good job on this one. Now let's look at Freddy's. This is in fair shape. I mean, there's never been a great Z06 interior. There's never been a great Z06 exterior. The great thing about them is they're the cheapest way into a powerful, pretty well sorted out sports car. The average Joe can afford a Z06, especially a used one like this, and have a great time with it, and you can get parts at the local parts store. The fact that it has the doors on it and it actually runs makes this a win for Freddy for sure. And now Ed's big green monster. Not something I would ever call a sports car. I don't care if you take the back seats out of it. But Bentley, I should say Volkswagen, made an exceptional car. It's a marvel. It's a poor man's Veyron. But at 177,000 miles, what are the bills going to be for that twin-turbo W12? It's in great shape. It's a beautiful car. It's got an amazing, unique interior. It's low production. They only made 710 of these, I think. So there's always going to be a place in people's hearts and wallets for this car, but you're going to have a pretty deep wallet to keep it running. But a beautiful car nonetheless.
That's a look of a man who has seen some really nice cars.
I got to say, it only took you, what, 8 seasons? And you have my congratulations.
Oh, look at that!
3 really great cars. Well done, gentlemen. So I'll start with the Corvette.
First of the best.
A great choice, Z06, you know, an everyman's supercar. Your car's in pretty good shape, even though what you did to it. Repairing that car, relatively cheap.
Yeah.
It can be done quickly, inexpensively. So I'd put your car, as far as its value, probably around $32,500.
That's less.
Because you paid?
You lose.
Well, I originally paid $25,000, but I then put $10,000 into it, so I'm in 30. Honestly, it's not the worst scenario to be in. Okay?
No. But the Viper is it's a future classic. You've got low mileage.
Because there was an accident.
they pretty much all have accidents, really.
Exactly. And
And this one was repaired really well. But the thing is, Viper prices are all over the place right now because they're kind of in between the used car, classic car kind of feel. So I probably put your car, and this might be a little generous, at about $41,000.
And you paid?
37. So I made $4,000, which is
Yeah.
That's more than, that is a Tyler Grand Slam right there.
oh yeah, out of the park.
Which has to mean, waiting for last, my Bentley.
Ed, your car, as most of your cars are kind of exceptions to rules. So you've got
Breaking
this
rules.
extraordinary bespoke British car. German British car.
German, yeah.
really.
Yeah.
The thing is, 177,000 miles. There's no taxi driver who's been putting that kind of mileage on a Bentley, a GT, let alone a Super Sport. I think you can buy a nice Super Sport for about $100,000.
That's true.
So I think it's fair to say your work car is worth half of that at $50,000.
That's nowhere near the middle.
That's exactly the middle.
How much money does that?
So I paid $43,000 for it. So it's a $7,000 profit.
You know, for you, that's like failing.
Yeah, you feeling all right, man?
Four
figure
figures.
Yes, that's it's below the standard, but still enough to win this.
I'm going to have to stop you there. That's not exactly how you win this. Because what we're really talking about is cost of ownership compared to a Tesla. You guys have been up against the Tesla 3.
I'll beat that.
Now, a Tesla 3 in a decade will be a used cell phone, disposable. The batteries will have gone on it. There's not going to be anybody in 10 years who's going to drop $30,000 into it.
No.
Your cars, on the other hand, are all future classics of some sort. And cost of
Yes.
ownership for your cars, the Corvette, that's pennies and will continue to be pennies. They've made tons of those cars, tons of the engines, tons of the parts. The Viper's right behind that. It's still an American car, little rarer, but still parts easy to work on. On the other hand, the Bentley is headed for the junkyard if you don't have an exceptionally deep wallet.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Per mile cost of ownership for a car like yours is between $3 to $5 a mile.
A mile.
A mile.
I've experienced things like
So
this.
really, when it comes to cost of ownership, I'm going to have to say the winner of this is the Viper.
Of course, Tyler Weed. Of course, this car is
mean
going to
what?
appreciate its low miles. It's cheap to run. These
was
are
in
very,
Iraq.
very
Nobody cares
special cars. Like Ed says, the longer the car is from its salvaged history, the better it is. He said this several times. I'm following that advice. Tyler Weeds.
And learns.
Freddie, did you actually think you were going to win with that sketchy Corvette on a lift there? I mean, the presentation's awful.
Yeah, you're going to talk about sketchy. This is one of the most iconic cars ever made.
Tyler Weeds. Tyler Weeds. Tyler Weeds. Tyler Weeds.
The new mixtape dropping this summer. Well, hold on.
Oh, how
A
convenient.
text message from Auto Tempest. I guess they've taken over from the Ticket Clinic for our final episode in this series.
Okay.
Thank you, John, so much. Your insight is always appreciated.
Tyler Weeds.
It says, we're nearing the end of the journey with your gas-guzzling cars. Already we've found the end for Freddy's, but your next destination is Tail of the Dragon, a road that many consider to be the greatest road in America.
Okay, I just remembered the car that Tyler brought. Is this known for its precision handling? No, that's the opposite of that,
In
right?
the wet,
Yeah, hopefully it quits raining by the time we get there. It's about 2 hours away.
It would not
give or
matter.
take, maybe 3.
Okay, well, Ed, should we guzzle some more gas together?
Well, as you mentioned that, the Tesla won't make it that far.
Right,
So
it's a
again,
stop.
we are going to be held back. We could just go to places at every exit and dump a bunch of a fluid in there and drive as far as we want to.
Yes.
You've got to go sit at a charging station. So enjoy that. Tyler, let's go.
Vroom, vroom, and you can go.
Tyler, do you had a Tesla before? Do you know if there's like supercharger destination things around there?
You just put it in the computer iPad thing glued to the dash, and it'll tell you everything.
This is going to be a thing.
Getting a proximity alert. It appears to be the Georgia Highway Patrol.
Oh no!
Yeah, Mr. Bowling, I'll stop. Mr. Freddy, prepare for a boarding party.
I told you we shouldn't have gone to Plaid.
Baseballs, but
Are we not doing Spaceballs?
no.
We know this isn't funny, but you know what else isn't funny? Getting a speeding ticket. And no matter where you get one, you'll be facing costly fines, points on your license, risk of suspension, even jail time, and definitely some more expensive insurance premiums. So it's more important than ever to fight every single ticket. And the best partner in that fight is the Ticket Clinic. They're a nationwide law firm that can help you fight a ticket no matter where you get it. So check them out now at the link in the description below. You can even text a picture of your ticket to 305-305 and they'll start fighting for you immediately.
That's right, go to the link in the video description below because it allows us to make stuff like this possible.
Even if it's not funny.
Especially if you don't.